my chat up
Okay.
here on my phone real quick so I can view it, so I can see what the hell's going on if anyone is chatting while we're live. But ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, it is our time to bring in our new guest of the podcast for New Music Inferno, ladies and gentlemen. So let me bring him up right now. Let me bring them up right now. Well, let me bring up myself right now. Shit, I'm not even live yet because we're not even live yet. We're live now because we're gonna bring it over
Okay.
now.
Are we live now? Are we
Yeah,
live now?
we
Okay.
are. We are
Okay.
live now. We are there. People can see
Okay.
us. I was joking. That's my line. I make shit up while we're going live. It's like a fucking skit, kind of. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. Make it up. Make it up.
so,
Make it
so,
up.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you guys did not know, Rainey and I go way back, and
We do.
yeah, 10 years, 10 plus years.
Yeah. 10
Um,
years. Yeah.
I'm like that was like baby New Music Inferno, where we were just voice instead of taking the plunge and doing video now, like we are here today. And I thank everybody for being here, and Rainey, of course, thank you for taking time out of your day. I know you
Yeah.
guys are on a kind of mini break of tour. You're back home,
Yes.
but this weekend you guys are coming to Sin City, your second time here at Synwave, and Rainey, let's drop a little knowledge about history making that you guys have for Vegas and Synwave.
Oh, okay. So what I was just saying is it's actually cool. Synwave, we were technically the first band to play since we were opening the night of the I Set to Kill show, which was the very first show to kind of to open Synwave. We were the first band, so we sort of popped the cherry for Synwave. So we're really excited actually to be back. But yeah, technically we are the first band that ever played there. So
That's
we
a,
feel very cool.
that's
Yeah.
an amazing thing. And you know what? You know what? Another streak's gonna be broken this weekend. We are finally going to meet in person this weekend after our 12-year
Yeah.
friendship that we had since you were on the show back then with your old band when you guys were on Warp
Yeah.
Tour, which was
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
amazing for you guys to get out there. Uh, those were
Yeah.
those were the days when Warp Tour was great. And now Warp Tour is gone, and now it's a 2-day festival called When We Were Young, which is happening in October.
Yes.
So I'm not attending. I don't have a ticket. I wish I did, but maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully we can save up and go. But Rainey,
Yeah.
I want to say this. I told you this. I told you this online yesterday when we were talking. Um, but I believe that you've just gotten bigger and better just as you've gone along in your career, from the first band that I've met you at, following you during your solo stuff you were doing, and to now. You've
Thank you.
you've gotten there and you've stuck with it. Unlike others before you and others alongside you have, gone the way and gone to real life jobs. No, no, you
Why would I ever do a real job?
yeah,
What is that?
yeah,
That doesn't make any sense,
yeah, yeah. You are. Well, it is a job. You are a lifetime musician,
Yeah.
and I told you this,
Yeah.
and I felt like that was a weird comment, but it's true. Like,
No.
it's because you see
Yeah.
these people, and Tom, who I had on earlier. I mean, he's a lifetime musician. He's been playing since the '80s. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Like, you've been, like, for me knowing you, you've been playing since the 2010s. And
Yeah.
even before that, we've talked about that
Yeah.
on the old interview, but I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that we've
Thank you.
stuck a long friendship throughout
Yeah.
messaging and Facebook and
Definitely.
everything. How excited are you to finally get this more music out there? Like, I know you're working on more, because you love writing, you love getting this stuff out there. How excited are you for the next step that you guys are going to take?
To be honest, yeah, like, first of all, I would never get a real job. Like, what? No, music is my soul. It is a major connection that I have, first on stage and then singing. And I definitely feel like in the depth, if we're going to get deep, in the depth of my soul, it is my calling. It will absolutely get to where it needs to be. My journey has been a longer one for whatever reason, but I do feel that that long journey has helped me really. Because some artists they make it in their 20s and they're able to they maybe don't know exactly like who they are as an artist. And I was given a gift, and obviously I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I definitely know that we're on that path to getting there for sure. And I feel like I was given, for whatever reason, a lot of leniency to experiment and explore myself as an artist. And I can truly say, I'm just it's so lame. I'm not lame, cheesy, but I'm just so I'm so happy to be here. And oh, don't make me cry. I know I'm crying, but no, it's exciting for me because in my old band, I loved my old band, but I didn't have a lot of like writing leeway as far as what I have now. It was a wonderful band and so much talent and all the musicians. I'm still pretty good friends with everybody that was in that band. But I mainly just wrote the melodies. I didn't really get to like explore and like try different things as an artist. And it was in my early 20s. Actually, I think I was even like 19 when we started. I don't remember, but now I'm in my 30s, and I'm so grateful that it took me that a length of time, because I'm able to use the knowledge of the things that I had prior and really like I had to like hone my craft. I was telling someone else's actually I think it was Kyle. He's in Hollywood Nightmare, one of the bands
Mm.
that we are on tour with. And he was asking me about the like kind of my journey and writing process. And it was going from like having very little leeway into the writing craft to like, okay, now that I'm not in that band anymore, like I kind of had to like see what I was made of as a writer. And that really like, it really kind of made me, I was nervous because I was like, am I going to be great? Like I was good at writing melodies, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to write like these amazing, fantastic songs. So it was a journey in like, just being able to like experiment and see, am I as good as maybe what I could think I could be. And we're here now, and we're in Alibis, and God, I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that it took that process for me, because if I had never had that, I don't think I would have ever really known what type of like how great and I'm not tooting my own horn, but like a good artist that I could be, or my full potential, if that makes sense.
Definitely, and I'm straight listening. I'm just going to see if anybody's chatting or not, but they're all listening
Sure,
in,
sure.
and
Yeah,
so I agree with you, and I think that I'm going to say this, like you, and I know you want to, you're going to be a lifetime musician, like we said, because it's definitely your
yeah.
craft that you're honing, and you're definitely dialed
My
into
calling.
your calling.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but like, so for anyone out there, before we go any further, like for anyone who's never heard of Alibis, this is the question I'm gonna give you. If you were to tell somebody that has never heard of your band, what is Alibis? What is this band, and what style would you put yourself under? For anyone out there, I mean, because I want to ask you that, and I should have said that was going to be one of the questions. I apologize. I know we
Yeah,
had
that's
it,
good.
but it's just for people
I
out
got
there.
into like a long thing. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the style, I guess I feel like it is kind of like I call it epic rock or epic metal. Like it's a middle, like it's hard rock still, because it has a lot of
Yeah.
metal elements, but I wouldn't per se it's like total, it's not metal, but it's definitely edgy and definitely rock, a hard rock. Um
Would you say like
and
operatic rock a little bit, like a
Yeah,
little,
of
like
course, yes.
kind of like
And
in this
symphonic.
moment, kind of
Yeah.
like that, but your
But I think it
style,
has, yeah. Yeah, because I feel like it has, some people say it even has a touch of like they love comparing me a lot of times to Amy Lee. I get that a
Okay,
lot.
evident,
Um
yeah, damn, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
Yeah,
you and
but I don't think it's
you and I
yeah,
grew up listening to Evanescence in their start. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
mean, it could have been playing that part because give praise to Amy. I mean, because she is what she wrote, and she wrote just the style she wrote in, and
It's badass.
just
Yeah,
yeah, it's badass. And I was a fan. I've never seen them live, but and for them to be able to play with symphonies, and do all like this different stuff that they've decided to do recently and throughout their careers, it's great. And you've done the same thing. I mean, you've stuck with it. You've
yeah,
just forged through, just whatever life decisions the bands have made that you've been in, or your life
mhm.
decisions that make you want to write those songs that you wrote about, and your solo stuff before Alibis, and so with that being said, I mean, how much of the stuff that maybe you were planning on writing solo, but then Alibis came along that you may turn into some
Yeah,
Alibi songs, or how did these songs
yeah.
come about for this band right now? Let's get into that real quick because it's your
Sure.
story. It's your story. It's your story.
I
So we're talking about
know.
the music. So
I
let's
know.
talk
Okay,
about it.
okay. So, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Okay, so, well, I mean, I ultimately left my old band that I was in for a long time. And then I started really trying to craft and be like, okay, I know I'm great at writing melodies, but can I write like full on songs? Like, and I've done it a lot in the past, but just like in my old band, I maybe wasn't like as trusted with like
Mm-hmm.
writing full, things. So for me, the solo stuff was really to like see what I was made of as a writer. And I do have a lot of like, that I do have like a lot of influences that are pop. Like, first of all, I fucking love Lady Gaga. Am I allowed to say
Yeah,
fucking?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is Twitch. This is
Okay,
YouTube. Come
okay.
on. We
Okay,
we
okay,
we're all
okay, okay.
adults.
I forgot. So
This
I
is the
do love
internet.
yeah, you're right, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I love Lady Gaga. I think she's great. She's way more pop, and I get that. It's nothing like what I'm doing. But I loved kind of the attitude, and a lot of the things was very kind of me. I felt and I really connected to her. I also really connected with excuse me, like author Amy Lee. I also really loved Muse. And so when I was writing the solo stuff, I was just really trying to like figure out like what did I want to do after that previous band? Like, do I want to do a pop realm? Do I want to do this? So it was really, and I didn't have a guitarist at the time. I don't play guitar, but I've always been in a rock band, and I'm a very edgy individual and artist. So I definitely don't like things that are very cookie cutter or vanilla. I like things to be always pushing the envelope as myself. And so I think the stuff that I was writing was just really trying to get like comfortable with who I am and what could I do as a writer. And I surprised myself and I was like, okay, maybe I'm kind of good at this. I don't know, and then, after that, I knew I really, ultimately in the back of my head, I always knew that after I was starting to get some material out that I was going to form a rock band. It was just more that I was trying to like test myself as far as writing is concerned. And, we actually use two of the songs that I use in my solo stuff because right after the solo stuff, and that was during COVID, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't really like no one could do anything.
Yeah.
It was just more like, I was just trying to like figure out who I was and whatever that would mean. And later I brought on my guitarist Chris Ferris, and he like listened to a lot of the stuff that I had written previously as the solo stuff, and he wrote a lot of guitar to it, and it was badass. I was like, oh my god, this is taking it to a new level. But as we progressed, I was like, okay, let's just leave the solo stuff as it was, and I want to write like new tunes in the vein of what I really foresee for also myself as an artist, which is building this rock band, because I really feel like that's really who I am. I do think I'm great at writing pop stuff as well, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll do that in the future. But I definitely like rock is like my heart and what I really want to like make my mark at first, and maybe later write pop stuff, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does make sense
So
because you wanna see where this takes you, and then
yeah,
maybe switch it up a little bit. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
you've had bands do that. You've had bands write like a rock album, and then you had like it's kind of like a Fall Out Boy mentality. Like their songs are poppy, but yet then they write these rock songs that are like heavier than their love songs in the back
yeah.
in the day. Like I don't know why I chose Fall Out Boy, but that's just
No,
that's,
totally. But
and
yeah,
how I mean, look at Panic at the Disco as well. That's another
yeah,
example. Like how he started
totally.
out with like kind of like a Fall Out Boy band because everybody was comparing them back in the day. We all know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been growing up in that era. But then like
Of course.
now they've changed all the way, and like you can do it. I mean, honestly, look at Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus. Look at like
Yeah. Yeah.
and Lady
Yeah.
Gaga, for example. Doing
I
those
thought she was
pop songs,
badass. Yeah.
and then doing the
Yeah.
jazz, and then doing all these other
So
things.
cool.
I mean, getting her to
Right.
perform with Tony Bennett before he passed away. Jeez, that's just amazing.
Badass. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. So, and I think the cool thing is about now, this day and age too, it's like you really can kind of be whatever you want to be. It's less pigeonholed to like, I have to do exactly this and I have to be this. I feel like there's more of like a fluency or a being able to, dance between genres also. So that's kind of like, also something that's really cool that you never could really do before.
You have to do that. You can't be original. You can't be cookie cutter.
No.
Because if you're cookie cutter, there's an ending. But
Yeah,
if you have,
of course.
yeah, it's just like, okay, they're stuck in one okay, like it's like an actor. I mean, honestly, people get stereotyped into roles and they get tired of that shit. Like you just can't. I mean, there's a certain end to it. Then you'll be in a B roll, a C film, a C fucking horror film or whatever, straight to DVD that only was sent to Europe or some shit or whatever.
Yeah.
You never know. I'm just making ideas up there, but that's
but that makes a lot of sense. It does. It does.
Let's do this. Let's do this instead of yamming on about random shit that I'm doing. I feel like I'm just rambling on, but you're
great.
You're telling your stories. And I'm loving it, and I know the people are out there too, but they want to hear the music. So, what song you want to get to first? Tell me. I'm gonna bring it up right now. On the.
I mean, God,
Spotify.
Everyone really loves Dark Side, so let's play Dark Side first, if that's cool.
Yeah, we can do that right now. Let's get to it right now. Dark Side. Which one do you want to go to? The original or Siren Sonata?
Original. The original.
Original.
The original. Yeah.
Here we go. Boom.
Okay. All right.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, if that's the first time you've ever heard that song, then you've been missing out. But we are back right now with Rainey, the lovely voice you heard singing her heart and soul out on that song. And I tell you what, if any WWE superstar is looking to use that as a theme song, call these guys. I mean, that's I just feel like it should be a like Final Testament song.
Totally.
That, the Carrying Cross and those boys there. I mean, would use it. I don't know. That's my train of thought right there on that.
I totally agree. I totally agree
on that because honestly, I think people I think WWE fans would love that or AEW.
Yeah, I think they would.
So Rainey, how did that song come about? For anyone who hasn't heard about it, like this song.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so that song, actually, that was a very painful experience.
Sorry,
no, it's good. No, it's fine. So I basically, it's really, that song's kind of about self-sabotage and just kind of about like, I was kind of at a very, so I had just started Alibis and, we were building music, me and my guitar player, Chris. And, it was really just with every song, especially with Alibis, every single song thus far, and there'll be way more released soon. It's just been like, I'm always like having to dig to the depths of me to really put out something that I feel is great. And it requires that. But with that song specifically, I felt like a lot of it, starting over and starting a new band and just, maybe wanting to be further than where I was. But, for my journey has been a longer journey and really like making me discover who I was as an artist. And that really, it just kind of bears the honesty of just like a lot of self-sabotage and kind of just, having to face myself, which I think a lot of people deal with. And I feel like it's very relatable in a lot of ways. And I felt like it was obviously essential to put out. And with this band too, it's been a lot. It's been a process for me, like bearing myself more than in the past because it's everything I put out is so personal. So, and I love it because people connect way more than anything I've ever done. It's just because it's truthful, and it's honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's not sugar-coated by a label or anything like that. Like it's
sure.
you. I mean, you're not having somebody say, okay, you're saying this, but we want you to say that. We want you to... This is all you. This is all your eggs in a basket where you're like, okay, I want this, and I want it that way, and I'm going to take it that way, and I'm going to make it happen because it's the way I want to happen. If it doesn't work out, we're going to try again and never give up.
Yeah.
Because honestly, this is your goal. This is where you want to do. This is how you want to work, and this is how you want to get your fame and your voice heard for the people to hear that there is somebody out there like you going through maybe maybe not exactly, but like close to it, like all that kind of shit. So that's what music is about, and Rainey, that's why I've said like I think you are on the right path to where you need to be. This has been a career long, and this is 10 plus years of seeing your journey through my eyes and your eyes and your music, and it's like okay, this girl's still killing it out there doing her thing. I mean, being as successful as you can be. I mean, you got to do Warped Tour back in the day. You've got to do all these other tours that you've gone on before, and now you're doing your thing now, and being here in Sunday in Vegas is going to be great because it's going to be an amazing show. Tickets are still available. $10 for the show. I mean, it's cheap. You can't go to see the Killers for $10 anymore, but you can go see Rainey Farrell and Alibis and the rest of the bands that are on the tour for $10. It's a deal. And after that, if you have time, go to the comedy show across the street at Wise Guys. That's shit going.
That's cool. I didn't
have a
know that was happening. So that's awesome.
Have a beer at the bar down the street. Have a beer at Sinway. I'm just telling you guys,
Yeah.
Main Street in that area, there's a lot to do. Synthwave is where to be on Sunday night though, with Rainy Terrell of Alibis
Thank
and
you.
every
Thank
band.
you.
So that's
Yeah.
my plug. That's not the interview's not over yet, Rainy. This is just
No, no, no. I
this is
know.
just my spiel to tell everybody out there that
Yes,
may be in
yeah.
the Vegas area watching this randomly on a Wednesday
Yeah.
night. But it's cool. I mean, honestly, there's a lot to do, but that's the place to be. Synthwave on Sunday. Uh, they
Oh
have a lot of
yeah.
other cool stuff too coming up for anybody out there, wrestling fans. AEW All In viewing party on the 25th, free entry, and there'll be trivia. So pro wrestling, I may show up. I may just go there and watch All In instead of buying it for $50 at my house. Just
Yeah.
rambling on. But let's get back to Rainy. Let's talk about her music right now
Yeah.
more. So your next single after Dark Side was Mother. Uh,
Yeah.
it seems like this song, and like you mentioned Dark Side as well, was a dark, deep, like a moment in your life. Um, what is Mother to you? What this is your song. This is your voice. What is Mother
Yeah.
about? What just I know that
Yeah,
seems
sure. No,
seems
no, it's
deep as
fine.
well. Go ahead.
No, no, totally. I mean, I wrote the songs. I definitely feel comfortable talking about it. So I, with Mother, excuse me, I was, so at 17, I was sent to a lockdown facility in Utah. I was handcuffed at 5 a.m. in the morning by two large escorts who took me to Utah with the child locks on from my family home in Tustin, California, because I grew up in Orange County, and drove me all the way to Utah. And I was there for almost a year. It's very similar to the Paris Hilton story, and it's actually owned by the same people. It is so it was a lockdown facility, and it was basically, it was a very I've always wanted to talk about it, and that's also why, really quickly, why I love Alibis is because with this new project, I'm able to just tell whatever it is, and this was something that was always, so important for me to eventually put out there. And it's not to throw anyone under the bus. My mom and I have a great relationship now, but it was something that she thought would be right for me. I was definitely a wild child. I wasn't easy. I'm an artist, so I am wild. I was rebellious, definitely. Um, but for me at 17, it was a very shocking experience being taken in the middle of the night. And leaving. At that point, I went to art school. I was going to Orange County High School of the Arts. I studied musical theater at that point, and I was always a musician. So being taken away from like my singing lessons and my theater classes and things like that was like the thing I obviously held very close to me, and felt like I lost a lot of things. So, um, but that experience of writing the song, I mean, I had no rights at 17, which, and I was held there for 9 months, could never leave. And there was a lot of questionable tactics that they used. Granted, my mom never knew about those things because in the brochure, it basically says, "We'll fix your kid." And, it's a behavioral modification program, is what they kind of market it to parents who have more difficult kids. I in my teens, I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do. I wanted to, meet guys and go out. And
Mm-hmm.
I did go to some, I went to parties. I was 17. But so anyway, it was a shocking experience for me. It was it was extremely painful, and I think being there for that amount of time really, it, I would say the program itself has been shut down since.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they were sued for a lot of the tactics that they used. But for me, using the pain and the suffering that I went through being there, and making a song about it, and being able to sort of, instead of using some sort of anger and frustration in my life, to be able to use it in a creative aspect and put it out there, was so fucking freeing for me, and so healing. that like it's what I needed, you know. It was very hard. I think a big part of it, I felt betrayed by my mom. You know, when I was a kid, she obviously wasn't trying to do that, but you know, from my perspective at that time in my life, that was that. And I needed to write the song to sort of free myself from the experience. And this band was gave me the platform to be able to be honest and truthful and write from the soul. And that's what that song is about. So,
Wow.
yeah, pretty heavy.
I'm well, like
Fucking heavy.
I like it just makes my pride for you even more stronger because I could tell like you like back when we first we talked the first time you were kind of hiding
Yeah.
the messages of the songs and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was like you weren't really hiding them but you weren't prepared to be yourself like you
Yeah.
could be
Or just
and
not to like put it out. I was more comfortable putting it in a song, but less
yeah
talking
yeah
about it openly. But I
yeah
am now. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah
Totally.
and
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
it just knows that you are on the right path to what you want to do and that's to sing and
Thank you.
get messaging out to the world and you are and in your format and I'm like again proud of you because
Thank you.
like
Thank you very much.
oh god damn okay I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were ready for all that. I mean, like I had to tell
No,
you,
but I'm
but
sitting
you
here
know.
listening. I'm sitting here listening, and I know people are too. They're
Yeah.
probably like, "Holy shit, this girl is
Yeah.
has has all this going on," and
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but that's not a bad thing. I mean, you experienced it.
No.
You came out of it the person you're supposed to be, and that's the artist that you're doing now, and that this life that you're leading.
Yeah.
Being able to go on the road and you know travel to these places that you're going now, and you know Arizona, you've been, you know San Diego, and all these other places that you're going to. I mean Vegas this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyone who's not going to the show, you need to go to it. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm,
Definitely.
I'm, I'm
Yes. Yes.
already
Definitely
there.
come.
I'm
Definitely
already
come.
there. I
Yes.
got my ticket, but let's get out to the new song. I mean, we're not gonna play Mother. I'm gonna let people go
Okay.
and watch,
Yeah.
listen to
Sure.
it
Go.
themselves
Yeah. Yeah. No. No worries. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because that's the point. Go
So,
listen to it yourselves. It's out there on
yeah.
Spotify. I just wanted to talk about it
Yeah.
because for people that haven't heard of you guys, I want to and they don't probably haven't looked into
Yes.
all these other interviews you've done for these new songs. But I wanted I wanted to have the message here by you and all that. So uh
Yeah.
so next song was "Sellout," which is the newest one.
Yeah.
The video is out
Yes.
now,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
You guys can go watch
Yeah.
it on the YouTube. I watch it. It's pretty kick ass. I
Thanks.
love
Yeah.
the red jacket you're wearing. It kind of reminds me of
Oh, cool.
like you would be like the Mrs. Scott Pilgrim, kind of like Ramona Flowers kind of feel to it.
Oh, I love that. That's really
Yeah,
cool. It's the first I've gotten to that. Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was pretty cool. But the
Yeah.
video's out now. Um,
Yeah.
where does this what direction does this song take us now into the head of Rainy Terrell? I mean,
Well, this song is a little different, as you can tell. The sound is slightly different, and you know, it's just a more unique of the bunch of them. You know, for me, like I love Muse, and I was obsessed with Muse when they first came out. I thought they were like God's gift, you know. But
they still are. They're still doing
I don't know
their
if anyone
thing.
else likes that,
So
but yeah. So, but no, and the overall content of the song is really just about kind of being able to, I guess, kind of people need to stand on their own to ground sense of self, not to
mhm.
ground, sorry, but sense of self, and maybe sometimes not always be so affected by media, and you know, we all are, you know, we're all always, you know, everything's a digital age and things like that, but you know, trying to really like not be affected by outside forces and kind of staying true to your own is really what the content is about. And that's what we're trying to do, you know, is just put out like a message that means something, and that can kind of cut through a lot of the fake kind of stuff out there, because some stuff's kind of fake, and we're just trying to be genuinely, to be honest, extremely authentic, because I think that and this day and age now is going to cut through way more than anything that's not real. So
I agree. I mean,
it's
stop,
yeah.
stop being dumb and be
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah,
and
right. Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
don't just follow the lead of things that are going
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, like,
Mhm.
you got to be yourself. You got to say what you want to say and mean it.
Totally.
And you were definitely doing that with the music out there,
Thank
now and
you.
then prior. I mean, honestly, like you said, your solo stuff that you did, during COVID
Yes.
and
Yeah.
stuff was
Yes.
kind
Yeah.
of that soul searching of,
It was. That's
yes,
it. Yeah.
this band I had before, and then like the minutes and years that you were without a band or whatever you were doing then, you
Yeah.
were still
Yeah. It was just, that
all
was a journey.
like
Yeah.
it's the journey that you're on, and it's a true one,
Yeah.
and I'm proud that I'm proud that I'm glad that you could be here today talking about the journey and
Thank
the
you.
music. So let's
Thank
get to
you.
it. Let's showcase Sellout, which is available on Spotify and all those other listening platforms to get, and also the new
Yeah.
merch that you guys have out. Great
Yeah.
T-shirts. What kind of
Thank
merch
you.
for anyone who's coming to the shows coming up? What does the merch stand have for people that are interested in the
Yeah.
merch?
Okay. Totally. So we have like four new designs. We have one. So the one with the guy kind of, and the sort of the blinded kind of guy. That's actually, Sellout was based on kind of an '80s movie that I thought, I think it was even like just like 6 months ago. But it was an '80s movie, and it was fascinating. I mean, there are some things I didn't vibe in the movie, just the way it was shot. But in general, I think
Okay.
it's badass, and the concept. And the They Live. I don't know if you ever saw that, because it's a
Yes,
really old movie.
I've
But
heard it. Yes,
yeah,
Roddy
yeah.
Piper's in it.
So it kind of just pushes. Yeah, and I don't even know who that was. I guess that he was a yeah, he was an actor, and
Wrestler,
right, you're like he was.
wrestler.
Oh, okay, a
Roddy
wrestler.
Piper. He used to be
Yeah,
in
yeah.
WWE and stuff. WWF back in the day.
Ooh, right on. Okay, see, so I feel stupid. I didn't know all that. But yeah, he would put the glasses on, and you could see like there were things that you couldn't see, right? Which was like the kind of the obey, consume, conform type stuff. And for me, I'm always like, I'm a wandering mind. I love to, like, since I'm a creative, I love to think outside the box. And I loved the movie because I thought it was really cool, because it kind of like, again, the message was just to kind of be yourself, and not sort of, I hate using the word conform, but just try to like really honor yourself, and not try to like just be a part of the group. You find the most freedom, I think, doing that. And that was a journey that I have had, you know. So the movie, we kind of, or the music video, we tried to like kind of have a little bit of an ode to that, but not like totally take on that. So the merch concept was that it kind of came from the music video with that particular shirt. And I think that shirt is kind of badass.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then, yeah. And then we have another one with a girl with a sword. So to me, that it just kind of stands for like, kind of like truth, and beauty, and truth, and honesty, and power, and being able to kind of speak your truth, you know, because I think that that's essential these days to do. And it has a medieval girl, and I think it's kind of cool, because I always love, like, it's kind of silly, I love like these period pieces of movies. I don't know why I always go to them. I love like
What's your
nothing that's
favorite?
not
What's your favorite
now.
one right now? What's your favorite one right now?
Well, I mean, well, I love like the Serpent Queen. That one's
Okay.
like badass. I don't know if anyone's seen that. I mean, it's really cool. But I love like these 1800s like English stuff. Like,
Oh
I don't
wow.
know why. Maybe if you believe in like having past lives, maybe I live then. I have no idea. But I am like
Maybe. Never
obsessed
know.
with, maybe. But I love those like time frames in the 1800s. I don't know why. And I also like medieval stuff. Like, so I love House of Dragon. That show's dope, and that's kind of like a medieval kind
Mm-hmm.
of, right, like time
Yeah.
frame as well. just thought it was kind of badass, you know. And then we also have we have another one with a tarot card. So it just kind of has like a pentacle on it, and a pentacle is definitely not dark or bad for people who don't understand it. It just means like abundance and to create great things in your life, and you have the opportunity to. So a pentacle would mean like, you know, achieving abundance, and so the shirt has like a really cool like star and pentacle.
So guys,
Um,
bring
and
your
then
cash, your
yeah,
cards, and buy the shirts. Support
yeah,
this band so they
please,
can go in the studio
please, yeah,
and get more music out and put
yes,
out a vinyl or
please,
whatever form of music
please,
that people want
yes,
nowadays. But
yeah,
let's get to the song right now. And
cool,
while we do, think of the question. Think of the answer to this question, so we can then wrap it up and send
okay.
it home with a bang here. So if you could give your song "Sell Out" to any other band or artist to perform in their style and genre of music, what band would you do? And what song of theirs would Alibis want to do? So think about that.
Okay.
So
Oh my
I'm giving you
God.
some
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I'm giving you
Okay,
some
okay,
time.
okay,
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
okay.
Here's "Sell Out" by Alibis, and we'll be right back with more with Rainy right after this.
Yeah. Okay.
Fear is an illusion devised that keeps us questioning our life. Just let me escape to a realm that's more kind, but they plan to keep me here for life. Another rule to keep me in line, but you're all sellouts. You sell us out no matter the cost. Centuries of lives we've lost, but we're waking up, so don't just give up the good fight. You sell us out no matter the cost. Centuries of lives we've lost, but we're waking up, so don't just give up the good fight. In a wheel like a cage, we race against time, while the crooked take one more piece of the pie. We're all starving here for something you can't find, but we plan to take it all in stride. But you're all sellouts. You sell us out no matter the cost. Centuries of lives we've lost, but we're waking up, so don't just give up the good fight. You sell us out no matter the cost. Centuries of lives we've lost, but we're waking up, so don't just give up the good fight. sell us out no matter the cost. Centuries of lives we've lost, but we're waking up, so don't just give up the good fight. So don't just give up the good give up the good fight.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and that was "Sellouts" by
Yes.
Alibis, and we are back with Rainey to wrap it up. Rainey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me, John. This
No
has been a lot of
problem.
fun, and
I'm excited. I'm excited for this weekend.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a great show.
me too.
I'm
It is. It's
excited
gonna be
for
awesome.
the entire show. I mean, honestly, all the rest of the bands on the show.
Yeah.
Let me get it up here. I have
Killer.
let me get up the.
Yeah.
It is who all is it here is on the show this weekend? It is Hollywood Nightmare, Amber's Wake.
Yeah.
Yep. Who else? Who else is it? Hold on, I'm having trouble with the website. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get it up here so I can have it. It is. Where is it? Where's the flyer? Okay. Do you know the lineup? Do you know the lineup there off the top of your head?
Yeah, they added people on this specific one. They added a couple different people, but yeah, hold on. It's
Whispers of Torment.
Right. Yes, Whispers of Torment and
Scarlet Silhouettes. I got it right here.
Yes. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Yep,
they
I got
added
it
a
up
couple
here.
other people since I was looking. So okay, cool. Yes.
It's okay. It's gonna be a great show. $10 this Sunday night.
Yeah. Super cheap.
Call off work. Go to the show. Enjoy yourselves.
Well, no, it's so. I mean,
yeah, it's gonna be a good show. But let's do this real quick. Let's get the answer to that question I gave you before Sellout. So,
okay.
Sellout. Who would you give it to? And what song of theirs would you want to cover?
Of theirs. No, you didn't say it had to be the same band. So
okay.
What?
All right, cool.
So I would say Muse. I would love to hear Muse do that song, or My Chemical Romance, because I get a lot of people say it sounds like a kind of My Chem vibe.
It does. It has that, but also it has the Rainy Terrell vibe. It
does.
It's the way you sing things and I've heard tinges in other people, but like you have your own thing, and I enjoy it. That's why That's why I'm a fan. That's why I appreciate the music, and that's why when I saw you guys were coming, and I'm like, oh, I've known Rainey for God knows
ever.
For 10+ years, a long career, and I'm like, I've never met her. I didn't get to see her in Warped Tour with their old band because that wasn't that you guys did certain dates, and that my date wasn't the one we were on.
Totally.
But now we're in our 30s. I'll be 40 next year. Shit.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'll be 40 in March. Shit, it's
I'm not there at all, but I do. I feel you, and you know what? Like honestly, I'm happy that I get to see you in person.
Yeah,
so,
I'm excited just to see how kick-ass the band is, and meet the rest of the guys that you're with there. All the bands.
Yeah.
But thank you. Muse would be great. My Chem would be great as well. Like you guys could do one of those. I don't know. I would love to see Alibis do Teenagers. That would be the
Oh
shit.
my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea, and
There
that
you
could
go.
possibly happen. So now I've gotten
Don't do it on Sunday. Don't work it out tomorrow and show up on Sunday.
No.
I know.
No, we actually have a different cover that we're going to surprise you with on Sunday.
All right, I'm ready.
Definitely.
I'm ready,
Okay.
and the fans
Are
should
you
be
ready?
But real quick, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you guys on the World Wide Web, so the people
Sure.
of the World Wide Web can check you out.
Yeah. Okay. So our website is Alibis, ALIBIS music.com. You can find us there. You can also find us on Instagram at Alibis, ALIBIS_official, as well as Twitter, which is Alibis official _. And also on Facebook. And you'll find Alibis easily on Facebook. Just type it in. And for TikTok, same thing, Alibis_official. So
Go follow them
yes.
everywhere, guys. And if you're in Vegas,
Yes.
go see
And
them
YouTube.
Sunday.
And
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube. Go watch the videos.
Yes.
Go watch
Yes.
the videos.
Watch the
and
videos.
sell out.
Yes.
It's out there now.
Yes.
And Susan,
Yes.
this Sunday at Synwave, we're gonna send
Yes.
her off so she can have a late dinner. I know she's hungry. She's been running around all day.
No, it's a good.
But she
yeah.
took time here with us today, and I appreciate it. So everybody, go pick up her songs, Alibis' songs, and everything. Go, just check out the back catalog, because honestly, you wanna know about Rainey. She's gonna keep on killing it for a long time to come.
Yes.
Not just today, not just
Yes.
tomorrow. The future is bright for
The
her.
future is stadiums. So
Stadiums.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so
yeah.
know?
We're putting it out there. Stadium tour.
it's. I can already see it.
2025 stadium tour
Yes.
for Alibis.
Yes.
Opening
yes.
up for
yes.
I don't know who the fuck will take you out, but somebody
Evan,
will.
I'll take
because
Evanescence. I'm down.
Evanescence? Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Or
Yeah.
Lacuna Coil or whoever.
Oh, Lacuna Coil will be
There you
awesome.
go. All right.
Yes.
We're out of here. Check out
All right.
Alibis. We love you all.
Thank
Peace
you.
out, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for all tuning
All right.
in. We'll